Persia has very much won the battle, which is really good. So religious community is in the majority of my cities, and their apostles are so strong no one else can get in. But it means Chinguetti is doing its work brilliantly. There is a lot of extra faith per turn, 100 coming in per turn. Makes a big difference to great people. Let's start this aid request. Everyone wants to vote on it. I'm putting 5 votes in upwards. I want this to go through. I want people to give me some free gold. Looks like Cleopatra, Mansa Musa, and Dido. The 3 gold civs are the ones that didn't want to join in. They didn't want to spend anything on me. Sort of understandable that. Let's buy the coal power plant. A capital could get Ruhr Valley, which would replace, annoyingly, the marsh tile, which would reduce the adjacency on everything around it. I don't want to do that. No, back to settlers. Which city-state is worth competing with? Something that's really, really protected, like Mittler. Mittler would be great, but there's so many envoys here. So let's go rat them out. The power's on, which will make a big difference. Right, Gothic architecture, off you go. Oh, no, before I change all that, we have 2 things, diplomatic points and a bit of diplomatic favor. I don't actually know how many we get. 8. Oh, right, so I do actually get both of them. So we get the gold tier reward and the silver tier reward for both. So yeah, that's a huge chunk of points. We've now gone from 6 to 14. You can see we've got a long way to go, but that massively helped to keep an eye out for other emergencies. Okay, so I just took over Nazca, which was just ready to go. So let's now change everything again. Diplomatic League, don't need that for a little bit. Get rid of Trade Confederation as well. There are some cards that are just doing better for me than others, like Raj. That's a big card. We want that in. I would really like the extra 2 points as well for the extra envoys, but maybe getting culture is the better play. I'll put the settler card in. I'm going to put walls in again because we are now unlocking the big ones. I think Republican Legacy is no longer doing anything for us, so we'll take that out. We'll go Visselbank in. Trade Confederation goes back in. No, it doesn't. Charismatic Leader does. Right, that is a good combination. The yields there are pretty nice. And now, Nazca Lines. Hooray! Look at these yields. Bologna. Oh, that looks like somewhere I can trade with. It is. And it's relatively unguarded. Excellent. These scientific city-states are the ones that I'm getting the most excited about. Now it's printing. I always forget about the 3 combat strength that it gives. It's so useful. Might as well get it. And now the Renaissance walls are beginning to appear, as well as even more lighthouses. Just keep an eye out for any trade route to Geneva. Will appear eventually. Invention back in, as well as Diplomatic League, because now that I have that route to Bologna, I'm going to just pop another envoy in it, and hey presto, that is another city-state on side. More universities needed, I think now. You can see, science per turn, there are 2 people in the 200s, and I'm just behind, and I now have the most culture per turn, so we are starting to scale. Now we scaling. Update on the aid request. No one's giving me any money. None at all. Yay! Can I donate to myself? Is this something the game will let me do? I'm gonna ask that question. Now we have printing. What do we do now? What would help us to liberate the world? I think cavalry, line infantry, and then unlocking the Rough Riders. That's gotta be something. Although steam power would be good for the movement, and also because of railroads, of course. We'll keep it all in mind. Settler. We need to just go and settle this coast. I think I might actually get this canal. Then the trade route to Geneva should appear. I'm hoping anyway. And create new city-states by selling strategics and polluting the world. Truly is the Ursa way. So buy the caravel. Actually, this is a really good way of building a bit of a navy, and it encourages more city-states as well, which is great. Workshops provide 3 culture, and we get Eurekas as well. Combustion. I swear combustion is always the one I get. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is consistent. Okay, now we're at Mittler. Let's fabricate a scandal. It's 16 turns to do this, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Natural history done. Right, now to go back down the bottom of the tree. Opera and ballet, scorched earth, and enlightenment to start with. Cyrus has taken Fez from me. I'm going to put another trade route to it and grab it back. I don't like this. How about we realize that Ursa needs these things more than you do, okay? So we're going to get the zoo up now. Yes, water parks. Let's get those incoming. I reckon this lake is going to be a good space for one. Dr. Bobby, you might be the one to build this. Let's just extend the range out and see. Yep, 6 cities in this. That's not a bad space at all. Same down here, actually. Retrospect, I think that one's got your name on it. Serfdom, back in. Invention out. That's not really giving me anything at the moment. Charismatic Leader, back in. We have faith. And we've got resources and Nazca lines to make. Trade route back to Fez. Give it back, please. Thanks. Thank you very much. I want to have to keep fighting over it. Why? Why do we fight? Just so strange. 2 envoys into Armagh. We can take that over as well. To 32 diplomatic favor per turn. Aid request is still at 0. Wow, I feel so loved. Instantly creates an ironclad. Oh, I like this one. All of my cities are now much, much stronger. Also got another good exploring unit. So Nazca lines spread yields to all of the surrounding tiles around them. You can't work them, but say for instance you've got a bunch of decent tiles around them, you can go, haha, extra food. And it also applies to the city center itself. So Super Stevo is going to become super indeed after this. Oh, look who's back. Look who's back. Back in the wonderful lands of Clev Eland. Ah, Clev Eland, fantastic. Death Wall never dies. Actually, it has 4 population now. I think it may even be bigger than when I left it. Don't ask too many questions. You thought you'd won, Muscat, but you can only beat me for so long. You wish to raise my city, but I was born raising cities. It's what I do. You can't defeat that. Hey, you know what I really want to see more of? Emergencies. Why can't we have more emergencies? Now, that would be fun. And we could all panic together. Again, the tiles, they're good, but they could be improved further. Bam. There we go. Now we're working them. The food is irresistible. Kamasi. Oh my goodness. Where is Kamasi? This is game changing. It's right there. Okay. Why am I so excited about Kamasi? It gives me culture and gold for trade routes to city-states. Oh wait, yeah, that's all I do. That's literally what I am about. Republican Legacy is now going to go back in because I'm pretty sure if I just buy myself the zoo, we should have at least a couple of settlements that are happy. Yeah, we can force this. Oh, New Age though. Alas, that is unfortunate. That now means that I do not have the heroic age. But what of these is the most important? Hexon Dracones is fun, but it's not really for me. I think Reformer Coinage was giving me some serious gold, so we'll do that. It stops people from pillaging my trade routes as well, which is kind of important. Oh, I can't not say yes. I'm sorry, Gilga bro. We have to be eternal friends. It's just law. It's just the rules. I don't think he minds, really. So many quests. Look at all this. Oh, my lord. I can do a bunch of those quests just by making line inventory. Look at that. There's a bunch. Field cannons, rough riders, ironclads, campuses, encampments. Ballistics have 2 forts. All right, actually, I do need to do that one. That's a really good boost. I'll need an encampment to finish that one off, though. I might have lost a settler. I have that on autopilot. Mike Hawk, come on. You should have been telling me about this sort of stuff. Okay, we've got a huge army on the way. Operation Recover Settler. Can that trigger an emergency? Please, can we have an emergency? I need more emergencies. Look at that. +4 campus on some random island. I'll take it. The marsh, the quadruple marsh. You know what? For that reason, Pantanal has been absolutely hilarious. I don't think it's massively altered my game. It has done. It's been just really entertaining. Speaking of super entertaining, it's Detro It, the game that I believe, Detro It was where the game It was started, like tag. You're Detro It. Wow, such history in this game. If I can't send a route to Geneva from there, I don't know where I can. Yeah, there we go, it's possible. Everyone get another trader in, please. Banking. Don't worry, Mr. Sattler, we're here with an actual army. We'll rescue you. Probably, big probably, right? Trade route to Kamasi. Oh, we've got so many extra trade routes here now. That is now established. Sorry, Mr. Banking. Diplomatic League is going back in. I need to save my envoys where I can. 1 envoy gets all 3. And suddenly Kamasi is just doing the absolute ton of work. That's awesome. Rest of my gold goes into this delightful harbor. I have been known to harbor a good idea or two, and we can get a lighthouse and get that trader. Here we go. Send that over to Geneva. Next turn, we can make good on working on that one. As you can see, Renaissance Wars are starting to build up now. 35 Diplo favor, even with the carbon penalty. Cahokia Mounds are such underrated improvements. Housing, amenities, they just cause everything to work so well, and it takes the pressure off your major cities. You can keep your major cities at +3. The yield bonuses you get are terrific. As soon as I mentioned Cahokia, the game was like, you don't need that anymore, do you? Just taking it from me. Goodness, don't do that. Stop it. Right, Geneva, 1, 2. I am at peace, so I get 15% extra science, and we also get the extra university benefit on top of it as well. 3, 4, 4 science. feels good. We've done it. Has the knight rescued? It has. Mike Hawk, we're back. We're so back. Now to flight. I can fly away from all of my troubles. Oh, look, people are actually starting to do aid projects. I was wondering why I was getting gold. Nice. Yay, world, give me stuff. How did you know that stuff and things are my favorite? Keep going, scorched earth for the envoys. Make my way through. Envoys are just doing everything for me right now. 2 envoys, and we have HUZZAH, which makes all of my trade routes give me gold based on their length. I've got some long ones. It's all good. Scorched earth, another 2 envoys. A ton of my city-states are now beginning to get stolen left, right, and center. And it's very, very annoying. Yerevan, Nazca, no. Get back here. You obey me and no one else. Another university, almost to 400. Look, it took us ages to get to 100 science per turn. That was on turn 140, and now we're on 400. It's amazing how quickly this game scales. It's the power of gold. I love gold. Flight. Planes are going to be useful for projecting power, so we will try and build quite a few of them. Don't forget to get your boosts though. We're unlikely to get 15 population in a single city, but 2 banks is absolutely something that we can get. Just pushes you through the game. And an encampment. We've been waiting for one of these for some time. Plonk it down. It'll help me to make settlers thinking about it. Keep the boosts coming through. There's steam power. We've also got an armory being built so that I can get 2 military engineers to build 2 forts, which is a boost I've been waiting on as well. Voting time. Patronage, I have no idea which way that's going to go, but public relations. Last time we managed to vote on to Pedro, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Double great people points. I'm going to say that we should double admirals, and I'm going to put all my votes in on that and hope that we can skew it. We have 940 voting power. I don't know if it's going to go through. It looks like it's not. Hopefully one of those went through. Pedro went through. No engineers. Oh, ouch. Oh, that's quite well chosen as well. Okay, at least I got to keep my points. Fabricate scandal. Mittler. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's now looking much easier. In order to trade with Mittler, I really need something on this coast, don't I? So, do you have a settler heading this way? Try and settle on this coast and just send the route in. Oh, commercial hub. I didn't notice we had that. Mittler or Tariga. Any trade routes available to either one of those two, please? No is the answer. Never mind. We needed a route to Cahokia, didn't we? Okay, let's do that. From the capital. The fabricate scandal worked really well. I'm going to keep doing it. We have a promotion now. Nice. Mobilization boost. Excellente. There's the route to Cahokia. We'll get that back. Those mounds are legitimately useful. In fact, my second spy is going to head over there now to get Zulu's influence over that area removed. Gone. No more of it. This is both really good and really bad that so much gold is being thrown at me. In this aid request, it means that, you know, obviously I've got more gold to spend, which is a wonderful thing, but it also means that it's not going to be as easy to win those projects going forward. So there's good, there's bad, and there's something in the middle. This settlement is way further north than all of my others. This would be a fantastic space to send trade routes out. This is Houseton, and it's got coal. The coal of Houseton. It is mighty stuff, and now it's Sheeshton. That's a breathtaking neighborhood, which gives us the boost we need towards conservation, which I will now finish. This is my third line inventory, which finishes replaceable parts and gives me more farming. Now we're just waiting to finish my second neighborhood, which we are 1 turn away from. You see, look at this. I'm bouncing between the boosts. I've even got the forts about to be made as well. Every time Geneva gets stolen from me, I lose 15% of my science, which is an awful lot, and I don't like it. Luckily, the trade route helps me to keep it, and conservation gives me the envoys that I need. So 1, and then we'll go to Cahokia 2, 3. Steal those back. That gives me 2 spare envoys, and I'll double up with Diplomatic League, which goes back in again, and we'll go 1, 2 to Singapore. Claim another city-state on that front. Excellent. Nobody steals from me, not unless I give them permission. Does it count as stealing at that point? I don't know. We don't like to overthink that stuff, really. We tend to just bury our heads in the sand. There is the fort. Probably should get 1 national park at some point. Any spaces for them? So yeah, we could make Pantanal into a park. I feel that's pretty good. Gee, Skeptical Bear's got this though. 1 tile buying, and yay! Then we can get radio and mass media boosted. This, I think, is about as far away from my original empire as I can get. Atalanta. I think that's a soft drink. I'm pretty sure. We'll never know for sure. Just have to go with it for now. All of the era score. We still have 23 turns to get the golden age next time round. I think we can do it. There's the national park. Gives me the era score, which means radio is now boosted. Mass media, we'll just come out of that briefly. Themed building. That might be difficult. I've had better games for artworks, I'll be honest with you. We are actually building some theatre squares soon though, so maybe we'll pick it up. You never know. There's mass media. Because we have radio now. As other people win these projects, how much aluminium did we get? Super C though is literally built upon some, and I'm just about to put a mine down on the other. Excellent. Couldn't have been better timed if I'd tried. And we actually have a city. Rebel to me. I would try and liberate it if I knew it was anyone else, but because it's Brazil, I'm keeping it. It's sorta mine, and it's in range of all my factories and happiness buildings, so actually it kind of is, it's amazing. Oh yeah, do it. Keep it. Even got an art museum there now. Even came with a book. Wow, how forgetful of them all. World's first railroad. Of course it is. It's me. No one else builds railroads. I think I'm the only person in the world that does it. Meanwhile, on this coast, which is again very far away from me, you can see my other cities there. I'd like to get the trade routes across to these places. This is the beautiful place of Portland. What will this settlement do? Well, kind of what they all do. Make harbors. Yay! The settlement is here for the trade routes. So the trade routes is what it will do. We also have ballistics, sanitation, and then we'll get some chemistry. I've always felt we've had good chemistry, but let's make it official. I own toys now. Yay! Such a weird route, but it's a perfect one for me. This is my 20th settlement, by the way. 20 of them. I haven't really done any conquering either. In fact, I actually lost one. Don't know if I should be happy about that or proud of it, but it happened. Do we fancy a single Rough Rider? We do. Huzzah! These things are tough. The market is a fun place to come for great works of art, especially if you've been in the game for a little while. Just sort of buy all the ones you want, although that one is annoyingly stuck. I might have to buy another. I wish you could pick where it got put. Alas, you cannot. So there's cultural heritage. Ideology time. 2 envoys, which double up into Taruga. We're up to 600 science now. Chemistry, the point where my science really starts to take off. I think I'm going to just quickly nab Einstein. Therefore, now all the research labs I get will be a little better. We're going to miss out on Turing and Nobel, but that's okay. And there's now a lot of research labs. A lot of these need building, and build them we shall. Let's get refining quickly. I want to see if there's any oil, and then we'll make it up from there. What boost will Einstein give? Advanced flight. Well, regular flight was fine, but advanced, blimey, must be better for everyone to be that excited about it anyway. I built Great Zimbabwe. Look at that. +1 trade route capacity. Some very happy cows in that city. I never built that one. That's awesome. And now we have oil. This one's under some Nazca lands, which isn't great. Any more oil? I feel like I should have a lot. Yeah, there's some under the marsh. Skeptical Bear's got 2 sources. Some in the lake there. Yeah, we'll be fine. That's enough. Ideology though messes my government up just a little bit. So let's refresh it slightly. Military research. You can go in as well as resource management because aluminium and oil is selling very well at the moment. 5-year plan goes in. Raj is doing great stuff. And gunboat diplomacy. That's another 2 influence points, which makes another 3. So we can really get those envoys. Perfect. Now, rocketry. If we reveal the whole map, the chances of us getting an emergency that we can actually join in on are slightly higher. Still waiting on one. Turn 190. We have not had a single one. It's always the way, isn't it? Civ. Just can't predict it. I can actually get a trade route to Taruga. This is great news. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. Might be another scientific city on side. Now, do we want to take an ideology? Monarchy at the moment is giving me a lot of envoy points. We're gaining envoys every 8 turns. If I was to go somewhere else, that would struggle, but then democracy would give me giga yields, seeing as everyone likes me, and I really do need more cards. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to go democracy, much as it pains me to do. The letter appears. Actually, using faith to purchase stuff is really good. I'm just gonna buy a musician, seeing as 4 city-states want it as a quest right now. I feel like that's a good purchase for me. But the letter, now that I would love to have on board. My first research lab, look at that, 24 science on a single one. Now the numbers will start appearing. Look at these Kamasi yields. They're doing well. Here come the research labs. There we go. I knew they were only a little bit away. So 1 one envoy to Taruga, which will double up for me. I have one spare. So let's pop you straight into Valletta. Now we can pray in walls for more Diplo favor. Ha ha ha. Now that is useful. It's expensive, but this favor is a very useful resource and one I think I need to accumulate lots of. So where am I going to build my spaceport? Why do I need a spaceport? I need a spaceport because they're fun. And here are the democracy yields. The government, again, will shake around a little bit, but we can load the science in and get everything that we need to. Now, New Deal should make everyone happy, combined with Republican Legacy. Trade Confederation. I could put liberalism in as well to get extra amenities, but I think we're just going to go for the straight yields. We've got gunboat diplomacy, Raj, Republican Legacy, and then I'm going to go for monarchic legacy because, watch this, 35 influence per turn goes to 59. I almost double it, which is exactly what you want to see. Now to professional sports. This will unlock infinite happiness. You can see, oh, maybe liberalism would have helped actually. Never mind. It was on the cusp. Spaceport being built there. Now we'll get another one there as well. As soon as I reveal the map, which to be honest, there isn't much more to reveal, and I can guarantee perfect emergency exposure, probably. And seeing as we've got the letter, I'll get flood barriers while I'm at it. Look everybody, it's Lady Liberty. So she still gives 4 victory points, which I believe puts me now on to 19. It's a long way to go. Hey, you know what would really help? Emergencies, anything, any sort of project. Please, can we have something? Please, it would be amazing. There's 1,000 science, by the way, only 50 something turns after we hit 100. There you go. It's the economic build. It's coming good. I forget how much tourism the film studios give for America. They're so good. You're keeping your people happy. Oh, what a lovely thing to say. Oh, he's got my best interests at heart. Beautiful. Computers, more tourism, but most importantly, now we can go through and on the faith purchasing screen using Valletta, you can see, does anybody need the flood barriers? Because if they do, we can just pray them in now. And actually, as you can see, it's basically city centers. I've 3 in a row. 3 settlements that are just settled on floodable terrain. No, a 4th and a 5th. Oh, you know what? I tell you what's happening. It's the graphical issue. So if you ever reload the game, but you don't go back to the main menu, things like volcanoes, flood barriers, floodable terrain, none of that actually works properly. If you ever need to fix that, you need to do what I'm doing now. Go back to the main menu and then reload the game. It's something about the fact that if you reload the game within the game, it doesn't reset it fully. Somebody in the comments can explain this better. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but there's a difference between a reload from the main menu or a reload from within the game. Hey, explain it away, chat. I'm genuinely interested. If you could explain it to me in the comments, that would be, you know, you'd make my day. There you go. You see, hey presto, the seawall has now appeared. Okay, it wasn't quite as bad as I first thought. These pieces of seawall are actually doing something. You see, it's always worth reloading the game. Right, I'm going to hold off getting steel as long as I can. The idea behind that being you can't build walls after you get steel because it gets replaced with the urban foundations. My lord, so many science buildings are appearing. It's awesome. Oh, Midlap failed. No. The spy lived though, so, you know, that's okay, but I wanted to kill as many of these as envoys as possible. Middle is mine. It's mine in all but name, and by name I mean it physically is owned by somebody else, but apart from that, it's mine. 2 broadcast centers. Do I not have those? Building a film studio there. No, I guess I never got round to actually finishing them. Blimey. One being built here as well. We can do that in 2 turns though, so let's work on that. As I said, I want every boost I can get. Not a single boost needs to be left unboosted. My commitment to boosts is always boost-delicious. Ta-da! Tourism. Look at this. That's a +1 industrial zone. But then I can build a dam afterwards, and then I can build an aqueduct, so that'll be a +6. Ah. Oh yes, I'm so good. I don't really care who wins this religious battle, but please can we just have it so that one of you wins it, so that I can get my bonuses again, because Chingetti is doing nothing for me right now, because none of you can agree. Come on now. Just one of you or the other win. I mean, I'm trying to build my own holy site so I can boost this by myself, but I cannot be bothered to spend that much faith. The broadcast centers will be boosted very soon. Uh-oh. Oh, there's very little else that we can do here. Okay. Let's just see if I can get any money from the market. Gold always solves all of your problems. I do have 1,650 diplomatic favor if I need to sell it as well. Oh no, I think aluminium might come to my rescue. Don't worry about it, everyone. So, art museum and film studio, which gives them satellites. Awesome. Do I have anything else that I can now research? No. No, it has to be steel. Okay, well, sorry, world. Anyone that doesn't have a Renaissance wall, well, you're never going gonna get one. That's it. Tough. I built this dam as an absolute joke, and look, it actually saved it. Goodness me, I'm clever. And now we have steel. We have a couple more options. I do want to get to nanotechnology, so we'll head down at the bottom of the tree, build an oil well, build 2 aerodromes. I think I've got 1, own 3 tanks. Right. Always look ahead. We'll get the builder in now so that I can go and make those oil wells. Did I make an aerodrome? I meant to. Clearly, the answer to that question is no. No, I did not. But, okay, it can be done fairly easily. Oh, yeah, no, we got a couple. Right, we've got 6-turn one and a 3-turn one. May not be quite quick enough. All right, let's just push in a bit of production. There you go. We're taking a turn off it. That's good. HUZZAH! It's a new one. Can't trade with that, but aha, I have the envoys already. Omani is currently in Hong Kong, but no one else is guarding it. So, okay, off to HUZZAH you go. The second entertainment complex was finished, which now means I have professional sports. Let's celebrate with an aquatic center, which is 3 amenities, and it spreads out. Oh, ho, ho. Got quite the range as well. Currently, that is at this range. No, it's not. It's this range. Sorry, I do apologize. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of ecstatic cities are going to appear from that. Naturalists are 50% cheaper to purchase for any civilization that owns that tile. Ho, ho. Oh, if only I had that. That would have been very fun. Cahokia. We fabricated a scandal in Cahokia. Oh, yeah, that's really safe now. Oh, what even is the point? I don't even know. Let's just make some plastic, shall we? Actually, we've gone too quickly. We need to slow down just a bit. Oh, goodness. The worst spy of them all. Tracy. That just makes me smile. It's such a mundane name. I love it. Oh, no. Not Tracy. Multitudes. Multitudes and multitudes of civilizations over the years have feared the one they call Tracy. Oh, yes, I have a Gazagamut. I was just thinking about how I get 3 armies and how it was going to cost tons of money, but now I realize I can just buy this stuff super cheap. 1,080 for a tank army. Oh, thank you so much. That would be quite effective if I wanted to run it through Persia, but you know, don't tempt me. Synthetic materials boosted with the second aerodrome. We're just finishing telecommunications to get social media. That will give me a huge spike in culture. Once I've got this, then we'll go down to composites. I'm still getting my tanks. I want to be able to look in someone's eyes and say, tanks a lot. There's a single one. There's a core. I can combine them into an army, but there's the composites boost. Cheapest way of doing it, really. HUZZAH bows to me. Social media arrives. Why am I so excited about social media? 5% extra culture for every city-state that I am suzerain of. Ignore that number. It's going to be a little big. Currently, we have... Oh, no, it is absolutely right. 21 suzerain city-states. So that would be an 105% bonus. You know what? Something tells me that maybe something like Republican Legacy is not going to be as important anymore now that I've started to get ecstatic everywhere. So in you go. 1,626 culture. Now let's unlock globalization. We can go for the 5% science on city-states as well. It all stacks. It's all wonderful. Boosting through very nicely indeed. But everything's boosted. It's all good. We just need another armada or an army. And then 2 drones and a nuclear power plant. Drones I think I can help with. I can drone on all day. That's literally my job. Machine gun army for really, really big range defenses. And uranium. Did I get any? No. Why did I not get any? Come on. Come on. Don't be like that. There's only 16 on the map. 2, 3 to myself. All right. We have the land. We can find it if we need to. In fact, it's literally all on the South Pole. All right. Fine. We'll go and grab it in a bit. Composites. Rapid deployment. So now that I've got this spaceport, I'll be honest with you, there's sort of an admission. It's turned 206 and we still haven't had an emergency. And this is kind of, I'm beginning to make a bit of a review of this diplomatic overhaul mod. We just read it again. We read it at the beginning. Participating successfully in emergencies will split a huge amount of diplomatic points between the most active members. You can earn additional points by winning most competitions, through the diplomatic victory proposal in World Congress, by selecting the CSEDS Tech and the Global Warming Mitigation Civic, or by building Statue of Liberty, Mahabodhi Temple, or Patala Palace. The fact that the game is so unreliable with emergencies, it just means that even though this is a really cool mod, the base game itself is letting it down. There's a reason. There is a reason why diplomacy and religion are seen as the more lacking of victory types within Civ 6. And we're sort of seeing it now. So yes, I am starting to build satellites. I am starting to rush for the science victory behind. We're keeping an eye out for diplomacy. Like if it gets really interesting, then that's awesome. I'm just being realistic about the fact that the game doesn't appear to want me to do this. What can you do, eh? The modern age, another golden age for me. Another one. Actually, everyone around me is starting to hit dark ages, including Persia. Come on. Ah, their cities are still so stable. That's unfortunate. Let's try and do something a little different. Former coinage is doing really nicely for me. I guess it is giving me a ton of gold. Yeah, it sort of is, but city-states aren't as good at getting specialist districts. So let's try Heartbeat of Steam. Bit of production, seeing as we're working the production card. We know advanced AI is there, and that's a dead end. I have to tech only through nuclear fusion to get to the end. So let's see if we get lucky and that one of 1, 2, 3, 4 is the fourth project. If it's this one, then alas, we will have missed out, but maybe we'll get lucky. At the last minute, will the game give me something fun to play with? We have military advisory, trade policy, diplomatic victory, which is gain 2 points, lose 4 points. Wow. And World's Fair. World's Fair only has 2 points. Well, we'll go for World's Fair. I know you only need to vote once on it, but I've got 2,000. I mean, of course we're going to be doing this. Then I'll vote for myself. The most that anyone else has is Gilgabro. So as long as we put more than 433 into this vote, we should win it, providing no one else votes for somebody random. Melly was chosen unanimously last time. And then I'll vote for myself on trade routes, and we'll put maybe 10 votes in on each. See what that leaves us. We've still got some spare. I'm just going to evenly distribute them. There you go, 13, 12, 12 votes. And hopefully we will have won something, although it does look like the diplomatic favor is still there. Okay. So unfortunately, the game still thinks because I had 19 out of 50, if it was 19 out of 20, the game would be in panic mode. Anything after 15, the game votes against you. Unfortunately, even though we've got less than 40% of the points we need, we had 51 votes go to us. So we've just lost 4. And then we won 2 more from that. So we've just gone down we've gone down 2. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that does look like this is going to be nigh on impossible to win. That's such a shame. The world police. The game's been too quiet. What has there been to police? I don't know. This has just turned into an obscene city-state run. Not that there's anything wrong with an obscene city-state run. It just, I don't know. It's just not the same, is it really? It's just not the same. Well, we're going to pivot then into science victory. We'll go for synthetic technocracy. I'll just 2-turn that. That's fine. Liberalism. Sorry, not feeling very liberal anymore. Let's go e-commerce. We'll go international space agency, and we're going to go Visselbanken. Throw that production into my capital. We'll put it on food, production focus. Here we go. There hasn't even been a religious emergency. Like, none of it's happened this game. How very boring. Never mind. My capital is just going to start raking in the production and the gold now. Here we go. We're in space. The Grand Mesa. Ignoring movement penalties in forest and jungle. That's what we call the Tubman effect. Matterhorn is ignoring everything in hills. The Inca effect. We'd actually done a pretty good job at discovering everything. That upgrade government. Sorry, we'll lose a bit of production here actually until I get the card back, but that's fine. That's how we're setting up for now. Next we'll go environmentalism into near future governance. But in order to get the democratic legacy card back, which I do want, we'll have to pick up the Royal Society. Important so that I can use builders to rush the moon landing. Okay, we're into predictive systems. Seasteads, no luck so far. Maybe we'll get the luck. You never know. Predictive systems. Here's something I need. Democratic legacy. That'll go in instead of Raj. And we're just about happy now. So science foundations for a huge spike in scientist and engineering points. That'll go in instead of Republican legacy. Hopefully we'll be just about ecstatic. Not quite. But I think there are some luxuries on the open market that we could borrow. Yes, there are. Oh, we're so close. That's what we would call close enough. So the capital now 213 production, 223 with that route. Amazing. Still waiting for any emergency, by the way. Even aid projects. There's no aid projects coming through. I put it on a huge 12-player map, so there would be more stuff. Crazy. Near future governance. As long as we don't go too much into the future, you know, the near future's fine. Let's rein our ambitions in just a touch. Global warming mitigation. Maybe we can stop this all before it even starts. Oh, it would be close, you know. Vertical integration now. All factories and power plants within range of my capital will give a production bonus, not just the first one. So as you can see, we've got plus 24 production from factory. Yes, let's convert a lot to oil and nuclear around it just so we can get that. Smart materials. Oh, I actually got it. I didn't even check in on that. It was done. Okay, nice. In that case, I should get some builders going. Okay, so Liang is still here. Buy in a builder with 6 charges, and every turn we just go and race them over. Just make sure there's a railway the entire way there and we won't have a problem. Oh, if you were curious, by the way, World's Fair, it's not even close. Yeah, we're generating so many points compared to everyone else right now. And that's 33,000 culture. That will be enough to 1 turn everything left in the game. Now let's just start repeating future tech. It'll make all my projects a little quicker. 5-turn Mars colony, quite expensive. Start sending the builders down and we can rush it. These are Renaissance walls on a 74 strength city, but I've still brought my modern armor here because it's funny. I'm gonna see if I can liberate it. I don't want Brazil getting it. No, no, no. Estadio just for a little bit more culture in case we needed it. And now everyone's ecstatic, whether they want to be or not. 555 production has been done. We moved the 6 charge builder on and 916. So that's over 300 production from one builder there. Just shows you how powerful it is. I love the Royal Society. I love liberating with tanks. I like to tell people tanks a lot. Goddard. Goddard. That's 2 boosts of 20% production rate. Excellent. And that should be enough to get the Mars colony sorted. 4-turn exoplanet. Fine. I can wait that long if I have to. Oh, World Congress is about to meet. Something's gonna happen. That's amazing. Actually, Schrodinger's quite useful for guidance systems, stealth tech. 2 of the ones that you actually physically can't get. Margaret Mead is gonna go through. In fact, they're all gonna happen now. But I'm quite pleased we got Schrodinger. You're never sure what you're gonna get until you open Schrodinger's box and it's like, whoa, which is, that's the noise that is made, in case you wanted to know. Liberate! Haha! And it has no loyalty, even better. That means we'll be able to repeatedly liberate it. Farming freedom for profit. That's what we do here in Ursa Ran. Profit farming freedom. Come on, give me something good. 1 aid request. Fine, I guess. I was hoping for something really exciting, some sort of big emergency. No? No. Or we could get 4 points maximum, which is as much as the Congress is going to take away from me next time it meets. I'm not angry, World Congress. I'm just disappointed. 542, that goes through. That's almost 500 production off 1 builder. Love it. Builder goes in, finishes, exoplanet. How much aluminium have we got? We got a lot of aluminium, so we start to rush those. I did make some other spaceports. I actually thought about it this time. We'll get some more projects going. Might take a few turns, but it's worth it. Look at me, using multiple builders in the same turn. An absolute pro. This is, by the way, where Mali comes in really good, because Mali can just buy infinite builders every turn because they're so cheap. It's brilliant. Oh, that doesn't look good. Is that coming my way, do you think? Or is that going the other way? East. Uh-oh, that's not a direction I enjoy. That's Super Steve-O's direction. Oh, now Auckland appears. Auckland is always useful, but never this late into the game. I have so many city-states that I've HUZZAH into there. This is the joy of high culture builds. 28. Nice. Oh, big damage. Big damage. 10 tiles damaged. This is one of those wonderful, underrated things about Civ 7. I could just press fix everything in one go and it would. That has just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns worth of damage. 8 turns worth of damage, and it's taken out a bunch of my coal mines. I'm not going to bother fixing it, but yeah, that again, Civ 7, it really did fix some things. Not everything, clearly not everything, but some things very much fixed. Another 3 tiles damaged. Yeah, we're leaving that alone. Come on, come on. Uh-oh, barbarian missile cruisers. I think it's about time we got off this planet. This is clearly getting a little spicy. Oh, is that 5,000 gold just siphoned? Play with commercial hubs, they said. It'll be fine. They're way superior to harbors, they said. Oh, that's a big one. Did we actually stop the global warming in the end? Yeah, I'm bringing my contribution back down to 0. Okay, cool. I've got 3 of my cities that have stopped doing the project, so that's cool. What did they say about barbarians? That they were really, really bad? Ow. Give my lighthouse back. I'd consider myself to be part of the elusive lighthouse family, all right? I'm just trying to lift people from the shadows. None of this pillaging of lighthouses. That's going to be a turn 228 science victory. And yeah, as I mentioned before, I really like the premise of this mod. The premise of the mod is really exciting, but it doesn't fix the inherent problem within Civilization 6, which is the unreliability of anything in diplomatic victory. And I get that some things have to be unreliable. You don't want the World Congress to be really crazy predictable. You don't want there to be one strategy that always wins. And I think taking the emphasis away from the World Congress a little bit and upping the amount of points you need and making other things contribute to it, now that is really cool. The problem is that I don't think there are enough events. I think if competitions were brought into the game, I think if there were increased amounts, a bit like Sweden brings into the game, I would have probably rigged Sweden into the game. Although it looks like none of these really have many points available to them. You need a more reliable source of emergency. There need to be new emergencies, and there need to be ways of bringing the emergencies in reliably. I think if you can change those aspects, the diplomatic victory will seem more interesting than it currently is. Either that, or I was impatient and I've won on turn 2 whatever on science, and really I should have given it another 60-70 turns. But when you're as far ahead as I was, Rough Rider Teddy waits for no man. He is Marcus Aurelius. He's constructing buildings. He is not capturing anything. That was a liberation. Look at me, pretty peaceful game. Ursa, plain peaceful, crazy, founded, lots, culture, Badom, about turn 150, we did that one. Science, about 160 we took over. Even faith, I think I actually have the most faith at one point. Brazil, my nemesis, gold. You can see just by how high my line gets, I was on a lot of gold. That was an emergency at the end. Religions founded, they went so quickly, I didn't get a chance. And I did construct the second most wonders, although my first one was on turn 110, so pretty reliably late as I normally fire them off. That was a really cool little empire. Man, I wish I could play this again and I could just wipe Persia off the face of the earth, and also Brazil. And also India. Yeah, I have an aggressive streak in this game. I really should probably go and talk to somebody about that. If you enjoy seeing the Civilization 6 content on the channel, if you could do me a favor and like the videos and comment and subscribe and all that sort of thing, it really helps the algorithm to know that I'm still alive and that Civ 6 is still what you want to see. Until then, thank you so much everybody for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Clibben Ferdas, Poppy Dude, The Nickerman, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Toon General, Kappa Yobby Varani, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Mushkin Mandeltort, Pete, Dan Jamo, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovawoo, Legally Trash, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley, JB Genius, Arctic Fox, Eggshark, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!